What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time, we finished off Act 1. As you can see, the Noble Alliance raided Ymir. Thankfully, they didn't do any actual damage to Ymir. Their goal was not to destroy the town, unlike what Duke Alberea was doing. Duke Cayenne really did, as pompous as he is, he didn't want to cause the people of Ymir any trouble. He literally was just here to get Reen, and that was it. So, Class 7 got beat up by Rufus, and Reen got easily defeated by Crow. Crow has 3 years of experience piloting Ordine, whereas Reen has a month of experience, at most, piloting Valimar. So, in the end, Reen decided to accept their terms and come aboard the Pantagruel. So now we are going to see, starting in Act 2, what is going to become of Reen now that he is going aboard the Pantagruel. So, let's see. Noble Alliance Force's flagship aerial battleship Pantagruel. I feel like the Society had to have had some hand in building this, because like I said before, the layout is exactly the same as what, what's-his-face, the, Ouroboros had during, Sky Second Chapter. Alright, well, I'm here. Now what? So this is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close. I mean, you saw him pretty closely earlier this year. It's hard to believe I've ended up in the same room as the leader of the Noble Alliance. Although, I guess we did meet back in Legram before the war broke out.
Dean Schwarzer-kun, 率直に言ってこれ以上ことを荒立てたくはないのだよ。
Yeah, you just want everyone to bend a knee to you.
もともと我々がことを起こしたのは最小閣下のやり方があまりに理不尽だったからだ。陛下からの信任をいいことに伝統と慣習を軽んじ帝国のすべてを意のままに作り変えんとする傲慢さ。君たちも感じていたのではないかね。
それは。
I can't say I disagree. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were. About the way he didn't care about how many enemies he made as a result, creating the terrorist groups like the Imperial Liberation Front.
だが、諸悪の根源は消えた。時計の針を少し戻すだけで、エレボニアは古き良き伝統を
This is where you're going to lose him. This is where you're going to lose him, because now you're trying to say you want the nobles to be in charge of everything, and everyone who's not a noble is just a peasant in your eyes.
あとは残った者同士がわだかまりを捨てて手を取り合うだけ。そうは思わないかね。
If nothing else, Duke Cayenne is very good at putting on a performance. He's obviously just saying what he needs to say to get Reen's approval.
とても思えません。あれだけのことをしておいて、このまま済むとでも。帝都占領に皇族の方々の幽閉、市民全員を人質に取っているも同然だ。その上、ガレリア要塞を消滅させた敵国と背後で密約を結んでいる。少なくとも残った帝国正規軍が黙っているはずがないでしょう。
Wait, I'm confused. Reen was just saying that they are in league with the nation responsible for destroying Gorelia Fortress. Trying to imply that the noble faction is in league with Dieter and all them?
皇族の方々は丁重に保護しているだけなのだが。
I don't think Reen has all the facts straight, because I'm starting to be confused, because obviously we know Kia's the one who sent the Ion to essentially erase Gorelia. So that should have nothing to do with the noble faction, I think.
しかしだからこそ君にも力を貸してもらいたいのだよ。青の鬼神に灰の鬼神、帝国に伝わる大いなる騎士、この2機が揃えば貴族連合は騎行兵部隊と合わせて正規軍の騎行師団を圧倒できよう。このままいたずらに戦を長引かせるよりよほどいいとは思わないかね。
そんな単純に行くわけ。
いや、騎行兵という存在が戦場に登場した意味は絶大だ。火力と装甲は主力戦車に劣るものの、それを補えるだけの機動力と汎用性、そしてそれ以上に重要なのは人々に与える心理的なインパクトだろう。
Having legendary knights would dampen the morale of their enemies because they won't think they can win.
それは
Yep.
我々が人である以上、人型の巨大な何かには惹かれ、あるいは恐れずにはいられない。ならばその騎行兵の元になった伝説の存在なら、クロウの青の鬼神や君の灰の鬼神ならなおさらでしょうね。
ま、否定はしないぜ。
The real question is, why is Crow even going along with this? His original goal was just to get Osborn out of the picture, but he's still sticking around for some reason.
今一度言おう。ギリアス・オズボーンは去った。
Well, we already know that's not true, but sure, for the sake of what's going on, we'll just pretend that it is.
あとは速やかに内戦を終結させ、あるべき秩序を取り戻すだけなのだ。
Just because I guess you could call it a spoiler, but in reality, if you're playing these games in order, you'll already know that he's still around because you'll have played Azure first, and at the end of Azure, Lecter says that he's fine. Well, and not even that, like even in the credits of Azure, you find out that he's still around. So, yeah.
そうすれば全てが戻ってくる。君たちの学院生活も妹親公女殿下の平穏な日々もね。
Oh, he's twisting a knife in his back.
あなたたちは。
He's trying to coerce him, saying, "Oh, the princess and your sister will be fine if you just do what
二
we
人の
say."
安全は保証しよう。たとえ君がどんな選択をしても。閣下、それに関してだけはこの場で確約をいただきます。
もちろんだとも。
ルーファスさん。
経緯はどうあれ、未だ私は士官学院の理事でもある。その立場から言わせてもらうが、今は冷静に状況を見極めることだ。そして答えを出してみたまえ。この先何のために君が剣と力を振るうのか。
At least Rufus has enough of a conscience to at least be like, "Hey, like you're not going to do anything to Princess Alphen or Elise, regardless of whether he joins or not." Yeah, they're really leaving him to his own devices, huh? Nope, never mind. Please come with us, Master Reen. We will escort you to your guest room. Food and refreshments will be provided for you there. A guest room? You mean a holding cell? Intermission aboard the Pantagruel. Okay, so this is going to be a little short thing. How many days? Obviously the following day, because nothing happened. Yeah, look, this lobby literally looks like where all the rooms were. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, maybe it's a little different. The Ouroboros ship didn't have this little, like, guest area. Which, of course, it was just a military vessel. You know, for Ouroboros and their Jaegers that they had, you know, hired. Hey, Rain, you want to pull in Estelle and just break the window and pretend like you jumped out?
あとは速やかに内戦を終結させ、あるべき秩序を取り戻すだけなのだ。そうすれば全てが戻ってくる。君たちの学院生活も妹や皇女殿下の平穏な日々もね。
He's trying to play at the things that Rain wants most.
今は冷静に状況を見極めることだ。
Like, obviously, Rain wants to go back to the academy with his friends and live life how it was before. And in reality, despite all the harm it would cause, doing what Cayenne says would get that back. Cayenne would win the war, he'd be in charge of everything, and then Rain would most likely get to go back to school. But realistically, probably not, because if Cayenne's in charge, he would probably push Rain to still keep working for him until I'm sure Cayenne wants control of the whole continent.
そして答えを出してみたまえ。
Rufus is still trying to, like, he's not telling Rain, like, hey, you know, you should do what we say. He says you should think about what it is you really want to do.
この先、何のために君が剣と力を振るうのかを。
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far, but the longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. Am I really okay with that? If I join them, I could reduce the number of victims, be friends with Crow again, free Elise and Princess Alphen. No, this isn't that simple. Think, Reen, think. I was able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Alphen are still in the Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do? Well, that's what you were trying to get to the bottom of before you got interrupted.
悩んでるみてえだな。
You are the last person he probably wants to see right now. What do you want?
そんな顔をするなって。お前のことだからクソ真面目にあれこれ考えてるかと思ったが、案の定だったみてえだな。
How about you mind your own damn business? Don't you have better things to do with your time? I figured the glorious Azure Stravelier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging out here.
ま、人気者は辛いってやつだ。お前が仲間になってくれりゃ、そのあたりの負担も半分にできる。というわけで、迷ってないでとっとと決めちまえよ。
This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. Besides, it'd probably be an easier choice, if not for a certain someone. It's in your hand anyway.
飯だよ、飯。ちょっとばかり早いが、早めのランチとしようぜ。
A burger, some, what's that green drink? Burger, fries, and onion rings, huh? Expecting something more fancy like I had last
な
night.
んだ？そういうのが好みか？だったらコックに頼んでちゃっちゃと用意させるか。
No, this is fine. The burger looks delicious.
おお、食え食え。
Is it a chicken burger though? Because obviously not a hamburger. This tastes kind of different than a normal burger. Oh, no wonder. It's got
フィ
whitefish
ッシ
in
ュ
it.
バーガーってやつだな。
Oh, okay.
なかなかいけるだろ？
Why is Crow eating his upside down? That bothers me. Yeah, the tartar sauce makes for an unusual extra flavoring too. This tastes amazing. I like this way more than the food I had last night, to be
お
honest.
気に召したようで何よりだ。久々に厨房で腕を振るった甲斐があったぜ。
Oh, he made it. Wait, you made this?
さすがにシャロンさんの足元にも及ばないけどな。 俺の故郷ジュライのソウルフードみたいなもんだ。
Grew up in Jurai. Oh.
帝国解放戦線リーダー C。 いいえ、旧ジュライ四国出身クローアームブラスト。
そういやビータのやつが妙な実況をしたみてえだが、
Yeah.
ちょうどやりとりを見ていたのか。
Yeah. Jurai was a special economic zone to the northwest. You guys went to during our August field study, too. We didn't run into anything like that in the Jurai Special Economic Zone. I guess it makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. I seem to recall it was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, the Empire stitched it on nice and neat without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seems like a pretty lively place. So you ended up going back to your old hometown.
ああ、偶然にもな。街並みも結構変わっちまったから少しばかり戸惑ったが、懐かしかったのは確かだぜ。
It's been bugging me for a long time now. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front? What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborne so much, enough to take his life? Tell me, Crow, please. I want to know what it is that made you who you are now. What kind of place Jurai was, how you lived there, and what you were doing before you entered the academy and met Toa, Angelica, and George.
野郎の過去なんか詮索したって面白くねえだろう。そういうのは7組の中の気になる子くらいにしとけよ。アリサかラウラか委員長ちゃんにフィーあたりか。おっと、まさかミリアムってことは。
Oh lord. I'm serious, Crow. I really want to know. Think of telling me your past as paying off the interest you owe on that 50 Mira. Because until I know, until we know, we won't be able to move forward.
お前。
We're gonna get a history lesson like we did when Estelle was captured.
言っておくが、そんな大層な話じゃねえぞ。お前の過去に比べりゃこんなもんかっていうくらいの平凡でささやかな昔話。それでもいいのかよ。
Yeah, nothing you say will change my mind. Please tell me.
たく。ま、よくある話さ。
Run of your well, we're used to run of the mill sob stories at this point.
歴史の教科書あたりにはそれこそいくらでもありそうな。そのまま忘れ去られちまってもおかしくないような話だ。
Sounds a lot like Hamill.
ジュライ四国。
Jurai was known as Jurai
ゼ
City.
ムリア大陸の北西沿岸部に位置し、帝国西部、ノーザンブリア、レミフェリアとの海上交易で繁栄してきた都市国家。
So it was a lot like Crossbell.
人口は15万人程度。規模としてはささやかなもんだ。
What are you talking about? Not exactly 100. What? How is 150,000 people not a big place? I mean, obviously it's nothing compared to like entire countries, but
その分、周辺国から絡まれもせず、適当にうまくやってきた。
doesn't
こん
Heimdall
な都市国家だった。
doesn't Heimdall only have like 500,000 people? This is almost like half of that.
20年くらい前までは。
20
ノー
years
ザンブ
ago.
リア大公国で起きた国土が塩に侵食される異変。
The North Ambrian disaster struck. Yep, yeah, okay, the Salt Pail incident. Obviously we know about it.
通称ノーザンブリア異変以来、北西沿岸の交易は大幅に縮小した。
So the Salt Pail incident is partially responsible for what happened with Crow.
それなりに豊かだったジュライも目に見えて衰退を
Like I
始め
said, everything we learned from the beginning of this game series is connected somehow.
それでも歴史のある街並みやら 北海の漁業資源なんかがあったし、七葉石の鉱山もあったからな。そういったものを有効活用しながら隣国のノーザンブリアを支援しつつ、徐々に交易権の回復を狙う。それが俺のおじいさん、当時のジュライ市長の考えだった。
The mayor of Jurai was Crow's grandfather.
ジュライ四国最後の市長。
Baby Crow.
頑固だが茶目っ気もあって、市民の誰からも慕われていた老人。早くに両親を亡くしていた俺にとっては唯一の肉親で、いろいろなことを教えてくれた師匠とも言える存在だった。お前の老師と同じようにな。10年前のことだ。もう一つの隣国エレボニア帝国の政府がある一つの提案をしてきた。
So for 10 years they did all right.
帝都からの鉄道網を延長してジュライまで直接通すってな。
A railway line.
もともと海運中心の町だったが、巨大な帝都と鉄路でつながれれば新たな活路も十分見出せる。市議会の賛成に押し切られて、じいさんは結局その提案を飲んだ。わずか1年で四国は息を吹き返し、町はかつてない賑わいを見せていった。
Okay, so far seems good.
だがそれは巨大な帝国資本がジュライに流れ込むのと同義だった。四国の土地や建物は買い漁られ、あらゆるものが投資の対象となり、誰もがミラ儲けに沸く。クロスベルでも起きていたらしいが、ジュライでは対抗勢力が存在しなかった。
Right. Crossbell has fought back against both Calvert and Erebonia to not want to do these things, whereas in Jurai, they just kind of accepted it.
じいさんは危機感を覚え、いろいろと対策しようとしていたらしい。そんな中、ジュライへの鉄道路線が何者かに爆破された。一刻も早い復旧が叫ばれる中、帝国政府がそれに待ったをかけた。ジュライはあまりにも安全保障体制が脆弱。帝国資本も全て引き上げる。誰もが騒然となり、関連株は暴落し、犯人もわからぬまま四国は混乱した。そんな中、奴が就任3年目の帝国政府代表ギリアス・オズボーン宰相がジュライに直接乗り込んできたんだ。そしてこんな提案をしてきた。
鉄道復旧と今後の警備は帝国正規軍が全て受け持とう。
Okay, so why didn't they want to do it before?
代わりにジュライは栄えある帝国の一員となり、
Jurai will come under us. So, yeah. Essentially what Erebonia is trying to do to Crossbell now, where it's just like, hey, you'll be part of
今
us.
後は経済特区としてさらなる発展を遂げてもらいたい。
よくよく考えりゃ、あまりにタイミングが良すぎる提案だ。当然じいさんは警戒して様々な対抗策を打ち出そうとした。だが一度味わった繁栄の果実は忘れられないのが人
Right,
間ってもんだ。
if they hadn't accepted his offer, you know, the city would not be as nice as it was, monetarily
有
wise.
力商人が多かった市議会はその提案に真っ先に飛びついて、関税撤廃やら特区としての税制優遇やらをちらつかされて、市民の多くもその気になっていった。そんな中だった。じいさんに鉄道爆破事件の容疑がかけられたのは、
They think he sabotaged it.
従来の伝統を誰よりも愛し、市民の誰からも慕われていた老市長だが、市議会からは糾弾を受け、踊らされた市民の一部からは阻止られ、
That's the big difference. The people of Jurai, you know, especially these people who are on the council, were very easily just swayed by the promise of better living and all that stuff. Whereas the people of Crossbell, you know, at least up until the end of Azure, from what we saw, there wasn't a single citizen that was okay with Erebonia or Calvert taking over.
そうしてじいさんは市長を辞職し、従来の帝国への帰属が決定した。じいさんが辞めたその日のうちに、ちょうど8年前のことだ。
8 years ago.
じいさんが悪くないのは誰もが分かっていた。鉄道爆破を仕掛けたのが本当は誰だったのかも。
It was all part of Osborn's plan.
だが皆で見て見ぬふりをしたってわけだ。
The Imperial, it's very similar to what Dieter did. Dieter pretended to be upset at what happened to Crossbell because of Red Constellation, but it was Dieter himself that hired Red Constellation to attack, so he could have a reason to form his little plan.
な、よくある話だろ。
But that means, so that was 8 years ago. So that means only 3 years, wait. No, it's only 5 years after that was when Crow first got his Divine Knight. I don't know what to say, Crow. What happened to him after that, your grandfather?
ああ、ぽっくり言っちまったよ。市長を辞めてから鉄道爆破の件は結局うやむやになっちまってな。
Very blunt way of putting it.
楽隠居を決め込んでから半年後に体を壊してあっという間だった。
Only half a year?
まあなんつうか糸が切れちまったんだろうな。さっきも言ったが、早くに両親を亡くした俺にとって肉親と言えるのはじいさんだけだった。ダチや知り合いは多かったが、全部捨てて13でジュライを去った。
Wait. He was 13 and that was 8 years ago? Well, he said half a year, so like let's say 7 years ago. So that means Crow is 20 at this point?
各地を流れ、いろいろと手を染める中、海縁のおっさんと知り合った。ま、スポンサーってやつだ。
So Cayenne helped him form the Imperial Liberation
そ
Front.
して同じようにはみ出しちまった連中を集めて、16の時に帝国解放戦線を
How do you go about finding that? It's not you just go in town asking people, hey, do you hate Chancellor Osborn?
ギデオン、スカーレット、バルカンとはその時以来の知り合いってわけだ。そんな中、カイエンのところに出入りしていたビータに導かれて、カイとオルディスの地下に眠っていた青の鬼神オルディーネと開口した。お前とは違ってたった一人で似たような試練をくぐり抜けて、そして青のライザーとして認められた。それが3年前のことだ。そして
Oh.
全ての準備を終えてから自分の経歴を完璧に偽装して、俺は帝都にほど近い大帝ゆかりの士官学院に入学した。全ては計画のために、鉄血の首を取るために。
So he's trying to say his friendship with the three of them was all just part of his plan.
おいおい、立場が逆だろ。どうしてお前がそこまでへこんでやがるんだ。
Yeah, I guess.
たく、別に鉄血の野郎が悪だというつもりはねえ。
What?
ただまあ、じいさんが奴にしてやられたのは確かだ。じいさんの仕込みでチェスやらカードゲームは得意だったからな。そうなると弟子としては師匠の仇を討ちたくなるってもんだろ。
Maybe.
帝国に存在する歪み、それを鉄血が拡大しているのは確かだった。それらを見極め、最大限に状況を利用し、健康一滴の一撃でゲームを制する。従来が今平穏であるのを考えると、 勝負事の後始末、内戦を終了させて帝国に平穏を取り戻す必要もある
Okay,
だ
well,
ろう。
there's our answer why he's sticking around.
だからそこまでが俺の勝負ってやつだ。お前が俺に引きずられる必要はねえ。ルーファスの旦那も言ってたが、何のために剣と力を振るうのか
Even
ちゃんと
Crow
考
is
え
not
ておくん
like
だな。
saying you have to join us.
何よりもお前自身のために。
Yeah, but Crow.
さてと、長いしちまったな。一応お前は客人扱いだ。お偉方も帝都に戻る頃合いだし、せいぜい好きに過ごすといいだろう。
However I want. What else can I even do here? Cayenne, Vita, and Rufus are all leaving. Guess I got Valinmar tied down because they don't want Reen to escape.
ま、わざわざ見張りはつけねえから、脱出したけりゃ勝手にするといい。ただし、俺はもちろんだが、結社に西風の連中、バルカンにスカーレットまでいる。全員を振り切れればの話だがな。
Alright. Sounds fun. I really do love Sassy Reen more than anything else.
そうそう。2階の主賓室にはとびきり可愛いゲストもいる。訪ねてやったら喜ぶだろうから、せいぜい顔を出してやるといい。ま、他の子に焼かれない程度にな。
Yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you say. Wonder who he means. He said she's in the guest of honor's room. Well, I can't waste much time here. I told everyone I'd definitely come back soon. Right now I need to gather as much information as I can. I can make my choice after that. At least then, it'll be an informed one. Alright, well there you have it. That was a very long talk with Crow we just had. And we do have a lot of doors to... I guess we can at least handle the 2 doors on this side before ending the video. And then we can handle the rest later. But it does seem like we're going to have... So there's obviously 1 on the 2nd floor that we need to handle. But there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms in here of people for us to talk to. I think that's Blue Blanc over there. All right, I guess we'll just start with each room. What's in here? Might be some treasure chests in these rooms too. You never know. I wonder. Well, it doesn't matter. Just focus on gathering information for now. Well, yeah, I guess that would be a escape passage. I can send someone inside. Female voice. Hee, come on in if you like. That sounds like... Excuse me. Oh, it's her, Scarlet. Hello there, love. I'd heard you came on board yesterday. Oh, yesterday, so Reen slept here. So I did wonder whether we'd run into one another at some point. Hello, Scarlet. Last time we spoke was a month and a half ago near Trista, I think. Quite a memorable day for the both of us, wasn't it? There's no need to stand over there. Come and have a seat. I'll pour us some tea. You really don't have to. Well, she's gonna do it anyway. May as well enjoy the moment. Guess there's no harm in chatting for a bit. Pouring tea didn't really seem like her thing. And the happy music, too. These tea leaves really are wonderful, aren't they? Only the best for the heirship of Erebonia's most powerful noble, I suppose. I have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea I've ever had before. You're right, though. It makes sense if it's something Duke Cayenne personally chose. Oh? I was under the impression that your family is part of nobility, too. Your father is a baron, isn't he? He might be a noble, but generally, barons aren't all that wealthy. We live a relatively modest lifestyle. Oh, really? I wouldn't have thought it before, but maybe my family was actually more well-off than yours. And Scarlet, I heard she lost her old hometown, and when he went and built a railway through it. What kind of family did you come from, then? Oh, they weren't nobles, if that's what you're wondering. They were just relatively wealthy farmers. We were almost local celebrities, in a way. Oh, I see. You're wondering how someone like me became a terrorist. It's written all over your face. Well, I can't deny that I'm curious. I'd heard you lost your hometown because Osborn built a railway through it. Oh, did C tell you? No, I suppose it must have been V. He never was one to keep quiet about things. So, I mean, what happened? Some things are better left unsaid, I think. It's not as if knowing would somehow allow you to change things, I suppose. You're so adorable, Reen. Now I know why C took a liking to you. What do you say? How about you come fight with me and the other big girls and boys? It'll be fun, I promise. Please stop teasing me. Anyway, thank you for the tea. It wasn't just made with high-quality leaves, it was brewed exceptionally, too. You're very welcome. Well, actually, I may as well ask while I have the chance. Where did you learn how to use that weapon of yours, anyway? It's pretty unique. Oh, that? I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria. The Arteria, where the high seat of the Septian Church is? It's the one. It's called a Templar sword, and it's a traditional weapon in the church. A few years ago, I was studying to become a sister and was trained in how to use it there. Surely you must be talking about some other church, right? You're telling me there are sisters in the Septian Church that use weapons like that? Yes, there is one we know very well. There are more things in this world you don't know than you could possibly imagine. Well, it doesn't matter much now. I ended up returning to Erebonia before my training was complete. Oh? Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair? And if you choose not to join, well, that has its own charms, I suppose. That was a nice little chat. She ended up being a lot friendlier than I expected her to be, right? I wonder how much of what she said was saying about being a sister was true. She seemed to really hate the Chancellor. I wonder what she intends to do now that he's gone. Alright, so I'm assuming Vulcan is probably in this room right here. I can send someone inside. And judging, yeah, there we go. And judging by the S's in this next room. Huh? It's open, come on in. Excuse me. Yeah, it's gotta be Vulcan, right? Yep. Oh, it's you. You finished talking with C? His name is Crow, not C. And he's never gonna be anything else for me. Oh, I know his real name. But to us, he's always gonna be C. That's our leader. He might be young, but each and every one of us look up to him and respect him. Anyway, take a seat. You got a whole lot of questions, I bet. Does that mean you're willing to answer them? Depends on the questions. I mean, we already know his backstory. How Osborn slaughtered his whole group, but he was alive. Just out of curiosity, How many members does the Imperial Liberation Front have left? I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously. Sure was. Anyway, 10, give or take? We lost most of our members as soon as the war started kicking into gear. Oh. Is that because the group's primary objective had been fulfilled? Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds, but the one thing we had in common was we hated that bastard's guts. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys didn't really have a real reason for sticking around. Can't say I blame him for calling it quits. Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the last part of his game. Are the members who haven't left sticking around for similar reasons? Haha, interesting question. Can't speak for the others, but me, I don't really care how this war goes. I mean, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war. And teaching those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to pilot soldats is a job worth doing, even if it's a pain. If we disband, I'll find myself something else to do. I see. I can't defend the assassination of a chancellor or what you did near Trista, but I'd be happy if you chose to disband at least. Heh, you're a funny kid. Being oddly nice to us after all the shit we caused, don't you think? The cycle of hatred's gone on for long enough. The crimes you commit will never vanish, but no one wants this war to go on longer than it has to. It's not as though you guys want war, do you? That's enough of the necessities. If you got time to worry about us, use it to worry about yourself. Whether you choose to side with the Alliance or go against them, you got a tough road ahead, whether you like it or not. Make sure to think long and hard before you decide. And if we wind up as enemies again, show me what you got. On the battlefield, I mean. Excuse me. Think I might have been too harsh on the kid. Still. Yeah, he's probably perfect for the job. What? What job? I didn't sign up for anything. He saw right through me. He's not wrong, though. I should be worrying about myself right now. Can't help it but worry about everyone else. He seemed kind of different, though. Like he'd lost his spark. His sole objective in life seemed to be getting revenge for his old Jaeger corps killed by Osborn. Maybe he's just not sure what to do with himself now that he's done that. Yeah, I mean, when you have revenge as a goal, I mean, not that I would know at all, but just from what you see in these games, when you have revenge as a goal and you achieve that, and that's all you were living for anymore, there's really not much else left for you. But I think that's definitely a good stopping point. So next time we're gonna handle, I guess we'll start with Blue Blanc next time since he's out here. And then we'll handle these other 4 rooms. And if there's still time after that, I guess we will head to the 2nd floor and see who is waiting in the Guest of Honors room. So that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.